Let me see if I can get a picture of my keyboard too.
Alright, I opened up the gate so we can move forward. So have you always had, is that like for Tibia basically, or did you get it for some other game?
Yeah, no, I got it for Tibia. I've been using this for at least 10 years.
Yeah, that is advanced. I know people get, like, people who play like Counter-Strike, maybe Fortnite professionally, some other shooter games. They get these keyboards that don't have numpad. So they're, you know, but that's like like you basically get the numpad, but and like this whole setup around it.
Really? I've never seen those actually. I'm curious.
Yeah, like if you look at like professional gaming keyboards, you'll see a lot of them don't have numpad. They just cut out from the part where your arrow keys start.
Yeah, Chris actually has like a really impressive keyboard. It has like all these macros lined up at the top and stuff like that.
No
You
shit.
know.
So it's not like F keys on the top, like on a regular keyboard.
Yeah, well, there's F keys, but there's like an additional row with smaller buttons above that.
Right, right. So, but have I told you about I have, right? About me getting a new keyboard because this one broke from Logitech. They forced me to make a video.
Oh yeah,
I smacked the keyboard in half with a sledgehammer. Like that's what they wanted.
so ridiculous. Like, I guess they were, because you told me you used to like scam them, didn't you? You used to just be like, I'm gonna get this for free because they never ask for anything.
Yeah, so back in the day, you could basically say, my mouse broke, please help me, and they'd send you a new one, right? So I'd be like, I really need a new mouse. My old mouse broke, just send me a new one, you know? And they would, right? But then they probably had my name somewhere in some sort of system in the database, and they thought like, man, this guy broke his shit 20 times. he's gonna start sledgehammering this shit, so he's not like reselling it or something.
Yeah, just rebuilding them at that point. Fuck.
Yeah. Hey Crafty, can you hit us up with a 200 party share boost so we get a little bit of extra? Nice. Somebody fucking asked if I could MC his character on the stream because he can't be online. Like, sure, man, let me just do everything for you. Like, this isn't enough. I need more.
Yeah, no shit. You don't have like 30 fucking processes running already. You could run a couple more clients for people.
Yeah, and just play their character while I'm already playing my own.
Yeah, that's why we need to work on the mobile.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think that is like the future as well. Like I see, like this is, you know, obviously I understand that most people think it's a joke, but I do see like eventually, one day, I hope like the client could be cross-platform on any platform whether it is your mobile, the Mac OS Linux, or your fucking Nintendo Switch, right? Or your PlayStation. But that's like extremely distant future type of shit. I don't think it's even possible, like, to develop. Like, you really would have to be a standalone game 100% to be on something like PlayStation. It can't even resemble Tibia, right?
Yeah, and if it did, because we've an old friend of mine, Larry, like, we got him hooked up. So we use like a program that I had on my computer to where he could play with, because he couldn't play with like a mouse and keyboard. He fucking sucked. So I rigged it and created all these hotkeys for an Xbox controller so he could play, and he could do that pretty well. But like, if you're in a party hunt or anything like that, they kind of just suck, because like you need to be doing like 30 things at once, and to control the mouse and click and all that shit, it's too much.
It is. Every time I've used a controller, I just died, by the way, but yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Every time I've used a controller, it feels impossible. Like, I have zero, they call it a fucking controller, but I feel like I got zero control of anything.
Exactly. You know, like, I really think that consoles and cell phones are inferior for gaming. I just can't do it. I can't even, like, games that they have cross-platform for cell phones, I can't even do it.
Yeah. Like,
you know, it takes so many options away from you. I just feel limited whenever I do it, because I only have 2 thumbs, you know, and then like so many different keys. Yeah.
And I remember Chris saying he played Call of Duty on his phone. Like,
yeah,
is that possible? Do I remember incorrectly, or is that?
No, that's real. You know, he was streaming it for a while. But yeah, he played. He was pretty good at it too.
Yeah, that's I find that impossible, right? Like, I need my mouse, I need my keyboard. It just gives you full control, like full motor control. If you're fucking doing some shit with your thumb, like, you might as well put it up your ass. Like, this is not going anywhere. Yeah,
no, and fucking, like, my DPI on my mouse is maxed. You know, I do 13,000 for my mouse.
What in the fuck, dude? Guess what mine is?
What?
400.
No.
Yeah, dude, I'm one of those guys who does not understand people with a fast mouse. Like, how does that give you control? Like, you know, like, it's like you move your hand 1 millimeter and the mouse moves 10 times across your screen back and forth, right?
Yeah. No, and that's, man, I love it's because, like, once you get used to it, it's so hard to, because, like, you just start making micro movements with your hand. You get better at, like, not moving your hand, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But I agree. Like, I've gotten pain from having to move. Like, it's good in a game, right? Like, if you're playing, like, a first-person shooter, you lose some of that accuracy if you got too fast a mouse, right? Like, it has to be somewhere in between slow and fast. And that's when you got, like, proper control. But where was I going with this? This lion's mane shit ain't helping me at all, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, no. Taking mushrooms while you're doing this shit, it's no good, man.
Yeah. So
it's not as good as psilocybin, I guess.
Yeah. So, what was I saying? Yeah, about the mouse speed. Yeah, that too fast just lets you can't control it. Imagine if you got a like super fast situation in any game and you gotta move fast. You know, it's better if you gotta make a bigger movement than a very tiny one, right? In order to be precise. Sometimes.
Yeah, like I can play Tibia just fine with it, you know, like clicking and stuff, you know, but like sometimes I do have to turn it down for like doing different shit. You know, if I'm like editing anything, you know, like a timeline on a video or like images, I definitely have to turn it down for accuracy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the Kerner X down south. But I do notice, like, it can be, if I'm working on the PC all day and I gotta do something like, I got multiple screens and I gotta move my mouse across the screens all the time, it puts a strain on my hand, for sure. Like, having an extremely slow sensitivity in my mouse.
Yeah, and that's just kind of how it is for me. Like, over the year, because I did used to keep mine, like, really low, you know, and then it's just, like, the higher I kept jacking it up, the easier it got to control those movements, you know. And like I recently went up to 13,000, but I used to like having a heavier mouse for that reason too. This one's actually really light.
See, that makes perfect sense. If you got a very fast DPI, I mean high DPI, you want a heavy mouse so you got more control. I got a Logitech G Pro. It's the lightest wireless mouse for gaming that there is. So it's light as fuck, man.
That's crazy. That's got to be pretty light. I know Logitech stuff's expensive.
Yeah, it is. Wait, did somebody loot Red Ruby Ring of the Gods? They did. Who got it? Holy shit. One of the monsters that we killed dropped a Red Ruby Ring.
Oh shit, everybody's gonna go back and search.
Yeah, I thought somebody must have picked it up. I just seen it in chat and help somebody mention.
Give somebody $1 for it.
Alright, let's see if any of the stones are open. 2 are open. Or nah, maybe all? I don't know. I'm checking it.
Hey Chimera, did you used to play Chimera? Yeah, maybe he's not listening.
There was some sort of fuck phase at the lever, just pulling it back and forth, trying to get us all fucked.
No shit.
Yeah, we gotta move forward. Just all the stones are open. We just go wherever we gotta go. Which is down. Hey, what did you say about Chimera? Did he need help?
No, I was asking if he was actually from like the old Chimera server.
He might be. I think he's from the States. Could be. Ooh, I got one. Oh shit, he did. Yeah, he's saying on Twitch chat he did play Chimera.
Oh, nice. Who were you? 'Cause, 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 Were you a pig or absolute? Like, how long ago did you play?
He was Chimera. That's his name.
Oh, he was Chimera. Okay, I meant like the server.
Oh, okay. Okay. See,
Yeah.
okay. So, all right. So he's asking you. Okay, I get it now. I was confused as well. He's talking about real Tibia. If you ever played Chimera in real Tibia. Yeah, I was confused too, man. Like, shit. What are we talking about? Did you ever play the real Tibia server, Chimera? Okay, nah, you didn't. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Same.
That's cool.
Yeah, I
That's
remember.
a good name, though. I like that name.
Yeah, I remember playing Aldora, Amera, being super young, and then I sent something else maybe after that. Calmera, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Was Calmera non-PvP?
I don't think I ever played non-PvP, because I remember my wrists and hands shaking every time somebody came after me.
Yeah, I remember that. The good old-fashioned, like, getting anxiety when, you got some high levels on you.
Yeah, and then I would, like, if they killed me, I'd message them, like, why'd you do it, man? Like, what? And then, I'm like, all serious, like, I'm gonna stop this game, man. You want my fucking items? I'd really do that.
And they're like, chill out, man. You're the one who accepted party. Like,
Yeah.
Or I remember, like, when I first started real Tibia, it had to be when I was like 10 fucking years old. So, 20 years ago now. But, like, I put something on the deposit box and I was like, sell this, and somebody was like, okay, to trade, just press Control Q. And I did it. That logs you out. I was so pissed.
Dude, that is literally the thing about this game, right? Like, you can fuck people over if they don't know how everything works so easily.
Exactly. Yeah, you get dicked over. Like, there's such a learning curve that people can fuck with you. Like, Oh, man. I loved it, though. Because then I'd be doing that shit as soon as I learned, as soon as I saw somebody do it.
Yeah. Plus, the PvP was like, it is, in real Tibia, it is so fucking slow, right? Things are so slow. If there's like one level 20 dude after you shooting HMM runes, right? But when you're on like adrenaline, I think it should slow time down. But for me, I feel like it always speeded it up.
Yeah.
Everything felt like 1,000 things were happening in a second, and I just couldn't deal with it, man. I fucking wanted to give up, but I had to try to survive.
Yeah, that shit was great. Yeah, I remember those times. I remember like thinking Wild Warrior was a player and I'm running away from him and it's just like a fucking, Monster Hunters 2. I was like, fuck, somebody's attacking me because like the outfits are like normal player outfits. This guy isn't getting skulled, and I'm sitting there reporting it.
Oh yeah, man. Chimera is saying like his first real Tibia experience was his brother led him on his account, right? And somebody tricked him into right-clicking them, and that's when you attack somebody and they can kill you for free. Exactly. It's like, oh man.
Yeah. Oh man.
I kind of do miss all that. Like, that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, me too. So like, me and my friends would fucking just go to like spawns, get a shitload of like empty vials for, just like mana rune vials. And then we'd fill them all up with wine because it looks exactly like fucking mana fluid. And then like we'd sell them for like 700 GP a backpack, which is like a 400 GP discount. And then
Right.
like people would like go to hunt and then they just start getting drunk, be pissed as fuck, and like try to hunt us.
Yeah, man. Now that I think of it, people actually do that. In here, they're like, dude, take war mode. But nobody ever knows that. When you take war mode and you kill somebody, it stays for like 10 hours, right? And you also start losing hella levels. So it's people actually still do it in here too.
Yeah, I remember somebody tried to do that to me. They were like, "Oh, dude, let's PvP, take war mode." You know, I'm like, no, I'm not a fucking idiot. You know?
Yeah, like, yeah, you could be the smartest dude on planet Earth and still fall for it. Outcast is so confused.
Yeah, like I still may only have an oceanic set, but I don't want to lose that because it was hard as fuck to get.
Yeah.
Move, Joel. Yeah. That is the thing I like about your server too. It is actually, I feel like it's harder to get, you know, like hard, like the hard mode, like end game items on your server than it is like in real Tibia.
Yeah, for sure it is. And I think like, yeah, dude, fuck you. Remember, dude, Argus just said on Twitch, remember saying fuck you to the king. I remember, and I got killed.
Oh, yeah, because he takes you down to 1 HP and 1 mana. Dude, I thought I was going to outsmart somebody once. So I didn't know it took you down to 1 mana, too. And I was like, I'm just going to wear a fucking energy ring and then fucking pwn this noob. And he took you down to 1 mana, too. And I'm like, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, man, good times, good times. Was there another NPC as well where you could say fuck you and it would do something crazy?
I think any of the kings or queens. There's a queen in Carlin. If you say it to her too, that happens.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
But the king is definitely got, like, Thias is just terrible for getting scammed.
Yeah, was there a PZ at the king in Carlin? Because that would be the place where I'd be. I'd be like extremely reluctant to go anywhere from the city. Maybe I'd walk. Like, I can't believe how exciting it was thinking back. Because I wouldn't even want to leave the city. I'd be like, man, maybe I'll go northeast and there's like this Amazon camp and kill some Valkyries. And it was just the most exciting thing ever. Like, somebody shot me full of adrenaline. I don't understand how it was that awesome.
Yeah, it was, though, you know. And it's so slow paced. Like, compared to anything that you do now, it's like, you know, it was happening so slow, but, you know, so fast at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. And now looking at Outcast, we got 1,000 things happening. We're just looking at it and staring and being all relaxed.
Yeah, just chilling. I could have never had a conversation like this and done something like, you know, this back in the day.
Yeah.
Be freaking out, yelling at my mom. You know?
I remember raging at my parents just for, you know, like, imagine if something bad happens to you in a game and somebody's like, hey, Joe, the food's ready. I'm like,
yeah,
fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Mom. Somebody's trying to kill me. I remember I had a friend, you know, like he fell asleep at my house once. We went to go wake him up and he was like having dreams of Mana Sit and UH.
Right.
It's like, just like 4 more UH. Like, no, dude, wake the fuck up. You gotta go home.
Right. Yeah. Argus is saying his friend actually... I remember Liam Darkcrosser was some sort of legend in Tibia, right? They apparently killed him with the King 1 HP thing. Do you know him? Because I remember watching those PvP movies from back in the day, and it was always Liam Darkcrosser in all of them.
No, I don't remember that one, but I was mainly like watching them for my server, you know, or... I don't know who Liam Darkcrosser is. I remember like what was his name? It was like not aggressive. It was like Silent Protector or something like that. He made a lot too back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, because there would be a lot of worlds and a lot of people, and you'd have to know them. But that's one of the things I did, and that's the movies that I'm uploading to YouTube are from back in the day when I would download every PvP movie that people made of Tibia. I was just such a fanatic of the game.
I do miss Tibia, Cam. That was a good program.
Oh, yeah, it was. And the fact that it wasn't even kind of was like worked in symbiosis with the client, right? It wasn't a separate program that would do something different. At least the TibiaCam that I used was TibiaCam NG, and it would actually play the videos within the client.
Yeah, you do like a login thing, and then like you just scroll through the videos instead of characters.
Yeah.
Fuck, this is hard.
I think like the only way people could ever feel like that, for example on Outcast, would be if there was some extreme amount of losses on the line, right? If you know, if you spent years on, you know, if you've been around for years and then you can suddenly lose like 30% of that, then maybe that'd be like, for somebody, maybe the hands shaking type of scenario, right?
Yeah.
If
No,
there
that's
was
true.
like some sort of contest where you could win thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, right? Like everybody was the same level. You'd have to do a quest, and whoever does it the fastest, and you know, and you could win. So something has to be on the line. Something major. Something that really fucking hurts even after a month of it happening. You know, if you
Yeah. That's actually a good idea. Like Tibia has tournaments too, where like they give people like 5 days to see who can get the highest level. So they'll create like a new server, and like somebody has 5 days to start from level 1 with no items and get, you know, mass levels.
Yeah. Are they like do they hand out people cash prices, or is it just
It's like stuff that you can sell for cash.
like Tibia coins? Or
Yeah, like a massive amount of Tibia coin. I forget what it was, but it was like $1,000 easy that you could have sold the stuff for. Not to mention the items that were bound to your account, you know, were priceless.
oh yeah. So can you explain? Do you even know? Actually, I don't know if you know, but what's Tibia coin? How does it work? Is it like their own internal crypto off the blockchain kind of type of thing?
Yeah, kinda, sorta, not really, but yeah, it's basically like crypto that's not on a blockchain and can't be, you know, it can be sold anywhere else, but it is just sort of a stable coin. It's pegged to USD, you know.
Oh, really? So it's always one Tibia coin is $1.
Yeah. Actually, I should say it's pegged to euro more so, but yeah.
Yeah, it sucks for Tibia coin, man. Euro's down like 30% this year.
No shit.
Oh yeah, that's bad for it. For a currency to be down, like if you look at the euro, the euro index on a chart, it's honestly gone down like 20% this year. It's insane, right? The level of destruction from the fucking war, inflation, all of that, it's hitting people hard. You know?
Yeah.
Everything becomes more expensive. People don't get paid more. It's a struggle. It's almost like a recession.
Yeah, no, it is shitty. Sorry, my girlfriend called me on Snapchat.
Right? How do you call people on Snapchat? Isn't that for like sending shit that you want deleted 10 seconds after?
Yeah, it's for sending nudes.
Yeah.
But no, like she just, yeah, I guess you can call on there. You know, it's like FaceTime kind of.
Yeah, except whenever you call through that, you call with your vagina.
Yeah. No, she was just driving, you know, flashing me her vagina. It was great.
Yeah. Good old Snapchat, man. I never actually had it, but my girl has it. That makes me wonder, though. Why does she have it? But whatever.
No, it's actually like a pretty fun program. There's like, I don't know. It's more of a girly thing though, because like, you can make your face look like a dog and stuff like that. And, the camera follows you and tracks you. You can put like ears on yourself. I don't know. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But, it's fun for them. So.
Yeah, I'm still using TeamSpeak. Argus, you're still using it. Yeah, exactly. I don't know nothing but no fucking Snapchat, Instagram, none of that shit, man. I'm on TeamSpeak. I'm like, yeah, from medieval times of internet.
No shit, dude. It is still superior though, as far as like what takes up the lowest amount of like system process and everything. I feel like TeamSpeak is just better. It takes up bandwidth, but that's about it.
Yeah, yeah, man, it is. Acro said, if you get Snapchat, I'm sure you'll see 70% of Outcast dicks. I swear, probably that's the idea I got as well. Snapchat. That's probably why subconsciously I have not gotten.
Yeah, you just know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, actually, I made sausages before. I put a lot of cheese in them, in the middle of them, on top of them, and then people got mad because it took me forever to get back. They're like, he's not really making sausages, he's a fucking liar. Dude, like,
so you transition from Outcast dicks to sausages just like that, and we're not gonna bring that up?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
What kind of sausage though?
It was like 80% meat. I don't know what the other 20% is. I never do. Sausages are never, or sometimes they are, but rarely are they ever 100% meat. So I don't. It was whatever, man. Like meat plus some shit that I've never heard of. And I just put like chili, Gouda, and cheddar cheese. Like I cut like slices on the sausage and I shoved them inside the cuts, and then I threw a little bit more on the top and put it in the oven, and it was pretty nice. It was tasty.
Should have made some firecracker sausages.
Yeah, I should have, man. We're fucking lions, man.
Yeah. Has anybody in here ever tried lion's mane mushrooms or reishi mushrooms?
Yeah, because lion's mane, for people who don't know, you can get them from the store. It's just a mushroom extract. It's not psychedelic. It's not like, you're not going to start seeing machine elves if you eat lion's mane mushrooms. It's just an extract that supposedly it helps you with focus. I've actually... Crafty's drinking fucking coffee right now. Yeah, he's not getting any sleep till like 24 hours after.
Indra says he takes lion's mane and reishi. He gets
Who
reishi.
said?
Indra.
No shit.
He's on Ludic, right?
Yeah, he changed his name. Dude, I bought lion's mane extract. I bought reishi extract. I took lion's mane today. So I don't know if people can sense that, because they probably can't, because I can't either. But I do feel a little bit different. So something is off. I can't pinpoint what it is. I'd have to test it tomorrow when I'm like trying to focus, when I'm doing like high intensity, high focus work. So yeah, that's when I want to test it, because that's where I've heard it helps with focus. But it does sound bullshit. I don't know how it could, but maybe it does. Maybe it just kind of silences whatever bullshit you got going on. Okay, dude, and he knows. Yep, Indra knows it. Indra's saying it right now. He's saying make tea out of reishi before sleep. I'm gonna do that tonight. So after we're done, more vivid dreams. I don't know if I want to see vivid dreams every night, because they can be like, you're basically in a 8-hour horror movie if you're seeing lucid dreams every night.
Yeah.
But fuck, yeah, maybe that was the lion's mane doing its job. I'm going on weird rants.
Yeah, sorry if I aggroed on everybody. I fucking misclicked and walked over to Novak. Like a goddamn idiot.
Get the fuck up. You gotta look into changing that fucking setup, man. It looks like
it's not.
Misclick
I
a whole
never
lot.
do that, but yeah, it was for some reason it's happening a lot right now.
Dude, Indra's harvesting the reishi mushroom from the woods. That is awesome. See,
Yeah, that's what he said.
It is. That's how you should do it. That you're doing it the right way. So what I'm doing is, yeah, he's for real, dude. I believe it. I believe, dude. I believe you, Indra. I believe you knew what it is exactly when we started talking about it. Yeah.
So if he's hunting those mushrooms, we know he's hunting other ones because he knows how to identify them, right, and not get the poisonous.
Oh yeah,
this offshoots of reishi. So he's on something.
He is on a lot of shit. That boy is on a lot of shit. But yeah, reishi apparently is something. Reishi is something you should take before you go to bed because it helps you relax and it does give you kind of lucid dreams. But I don't know if I'm fond of that. Is that something you're interested in, like lucid dream?
I used to, like, a lot. I was actually like, because I don't know why, but when I was a kid, like all my dreams started the same way, and that's how I knew I was dreaming. And then after that, everything would just be, I could control every aspect of my dreams. And then, somewhere I lost that.
Holy shit. That does sound intense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, ironically, around the time I started doing drugs, I lost that ability.
So for anybody who's having good dreams, don't do drugs, kid.
Don't do drugs, yeah.
But there's stuff like if you smoke a lot of weed, it fucks with your REM sleep, and then you definitely don't see dreams when you stop. You return to your original natural sleep cycle, and you see these extremely vivid, lucid dreams. I've heard of that happening. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah, it's stuff like that. Oh, I hate the whole medical marijuana movement. Like, I love it being available recreationally, shit like that. I don't do it myself anymore. But, like, I do think people should be able to fucking smoke it without being prosecuted. But stop with fucking telling me it's a cure-all for everything and no side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that. Crafty's out there like, what dreams as fucking bong smoke flows out of his mouth.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. Like, there's, it's not the solution for everything. Nah, he good, man. The Crafty, that was a good thing. I wasn't saying it in a bad way.
Yeah. No, I mean, I believe everybody should be able to smoke it. Just, stop filling my head with bullshit, Yeah. It's not that great for sleep, it's okay, but probably better if you don't do it.
Yeah. Like, if you want to go to bed while you feel like you're reaching psychosis, then you should do it, but not
Yeah, it's easier to, like, fall asleep, but, it doesn't give you well-rested sleep.
Yeah. So, Crafty, what do you smoke? You're smoking to make the time pass by.
He's in Britain. He's on that skunk, man. What strain are you smoking? Do you know, or do you just, like, get some regular shit?
Yeah, he's getting that Mexican brick.
That Mexican brick weed. That'd be pretty expensive to ship all the way out there, I'd think. From out there, he's probably Afghani hash or something. You guys roll, so do you roll like joints, or do you just smoke? Oh, you're hitting it out of a bong. You don't. Yeah.
Wait, what's weed and pot?
Yeah. Do you mean tobacco and weed? Because what's weed and pot? Isn't it the same thing?
That's basically just an indicator of how high he is.
Ah, it died. I can't even see his answer. Let me know if he answers.
He's saying pot is another drip. What is pot? It's more in a clump form.
What? Not here. I mean, maybe there. I guess you guys have different slang terms than we do.
Yeah. And you light it with your lighter.
What do you light weed with?
Measles, like, we're gonna get banned off Twitch. We might. I don't want to get banned, but
Oh, that's probably
is it illegal though? Maybe it is. I don't know. But if it's just Crafty, tell us, and then we stop talking about it. We want to know. I want to know.
Yeah.
That's a good one. He's like, long story short, I smoke drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll believe you, Crafty. Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah, that tracks.
All right, what then? We gotta move off the illegal subject.
Yeah. So server updates. Have you come out with any new items? Well, you did. There was patch notes that I halfway read.
You're fucking like, I'm gonna read all the patch notes twice. Yeah.
I did, and then I forget because it's something about the format, man.
Yeah, it is. But yeah. So for example, there's one unreleased regeneration tool that there is. I also removed all the rings: sword ring, club ring, time ring, stealth ring, whatever ring from the game, and they're all gonna have like a higher level meaning in the game. So the first one being sword ring turned into epsilon ring, and it's like Goldilocks berserker ring. The one I showed you, that's like the best ring right now. It's in testing mode at the moment.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was like, what the? It's just a sword ring, man. I probably should have read it.
Exactly. The text is important, man.
Yeah, you just show me a ring. I'm like, okay, that's always existed, but that's cool.
Yeah. Where's the rest of the team, though? Did they go the wrong way?
I think so. Or either that or they died. I don't know. It was pretty intense coming down here. Maybe you should update the teleport.
Yeah. Is it far away?
Yeah, kinda. It's like a few floors up.
Oh shit, I clicked the grave way too many times. I got teleported.
Where's the grave?
It's south. Just go south.
Alright, yeah, I'll head back that way.
Why is everybody, dude? I tried to yell everybody go.
Yeah, everybody went east, and then, now everybody's trying to go back.
So yeah, how many graves do you have collected?
2, I think. Does it tell me when I click on them or no?
Yeah, the first time you click it, it does tell.
Okay, let me look at my log. Maybe it's there. 3 of 6.
I wonder if there's anything that we could run fast.
Yeah, I'm down. I don't know where the other 3 are. I assume you know what the other 2 that we hit were, though. Hold on, the dog needs to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Fuck the EXP rate.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if we're gonna go for another grave. Yeah, I feel like, dude, the problem... Do you know what Abyss 2 is? We've been there. It's like this... the Yalahar southwest area where there's like a bridge and you go to a boat, and I fucking hate it, dude. I can already see... you know, like, we're just gonna get tired if it's hard mode and, you know, we're just sitting on this fucking bridge, not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, because that one is really hard. That one, I think you need to dedicate to like an entire hunting session by itself.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, yeah, everything's pretty smooth up until we get to that bridge area, and then it's just fucking hell.
Yeah. Hey, Alpat, aka Sandstorm, hit me up with a Prime subscription on Twitch. Fuck, man. I've probably gotten a record amount of subscriptions recently. Oh, that's 6 months. That's fucking crazy. That's a record. He just broke the record. That's it.
Nice.
He's the man, fucking hitting the records, man. Top one, right? That is awesome.
Cool.
What do we do? What do we do? Nobody's telling me anything, so I don't wanna do anything too long. That becomes like, if we don't move forward, it ends up not being that.
Hey, you could always just do a hard mode, like here, can't you? The city raid.
We could, and we stay in it. Like, do we stream?
Could if you want. I don't know. I don't know what else you have. We could always try to do the Desert of Zenith again. Or what was the new area called? I don't remember.
The fucking dunes. What if we go and do a mass hunt at Dunes of Darkness? Is that a place? Does anybody who knows the place very well have an opinion on that? Like, can we do a mass hunt with statues and ex-spouses at Dunes of Darkness? Yeah, let's do that. Let's try the desert out with hard mode. Crafty, are you up for making it hard mode? I don't know. This isn't even hard. This is like a live fucking going and watching Grateful Dead while they're all on acid, and nothing makes sense.
Yeah, this is definitely Mission Impossible.
Alright, I'm gonna make a teleport here. Alright, I'm about to go get some drink. I'll be back in like 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so fuck, man. What are we gonna talk about? Drugs will get us banned.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just been talking to fucking Ludic about it in private chat, you know.
Yeah. I wish he could hop on TeamSpeak. He's got a lot of good stuff to, he knows a lot about the things that we do.
Yeah. No, for sure. So let's see. No drugs. No drugs. It rules out a lot for me. Oh, shit. I might be working at a hotel here soon.
You're gonna get a job at a hotel?
Yeah. Just as, like, maintenance, you know, fixing up, like, their pool and shit like that.
Do you have, like, previous experience as a maintenance guy?
Yeah, I did industrial maintenance for a steel foundry, so I know, like, electrical and all that shit, you know.
Oh, yeah. So, are you, like, you're not looking forward to it?
Not really, but I do sort of need something short term, at least for a while, you know, till what I sent you a picture of the other day comes through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And until this crypto's just been too slow for me lately, and I can barely keep up. So I just need something until we see another bull run.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe it'll actually be fun, right? And plus you get to collect funds, you get to collect the paycheck, and you get to invest it into whatever you want, right? Plus the, pays the bills, all that.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I'm looking at it. It just, gives me a chance to grow my crypto portfolio before this next bull run too, because rather than taking from it, I do just want to keep building it, because right now is not the time to take out.
Yeah, very, very smart. And you have not had a job in a while, right? Like you've done a lot of, you've been making money, right? But in your own ways, so you haven't had like an employer,
Yeah, I haven't had a job in 2 years.
Yeah, so it's been a nice little break from all.
Yeah, it has. I can't complain at all. Yeah, not quite as good as you. You're, going on that 30-year fucking, 32, 33-year fucking no job streak.
Yeah, I'm doing life out.
Yeah. That's the life sentence I want.
Oh yeah. Well, if all goes according to plan, which I got a very high conviction in that it will, you'll maybe have to fix a couple of pools. After that, it'll be all good,
Yeah, no, and I'm right there with you. That's what I think, I don't see this crypto thing going, as long as it has. Like, at least by 2024, I expect everything to be back where it was. And hopefully I have, just better planning at that time.
For sure. And, at the same time, the only thing, because, we're building as well, right? We're building in the crypto ecosystem. So we don't have to not just invest and buy the tokens of others. We're in it ourselves now, right? So we're positioned extremely well in terms of that. But it is slow, and it affects even if we're in it ourselves, it matters if there's a bull run or a bear run.
Yeah, and I do think your launch, should be at least a decent bull run, because you want other people outside of the people who are already in your game to get excited about it too, and maybe come join the game.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll turn on PvP for a couple of weeks just to fuck with some noobs. No.
Get some of that right clicking going on.
Yeah.
Trapping people.
So is it can you toggle the whole war mode thing, or is that in server settings now, and you'd have to rewrite it?
Yeah, I would have to rewrite it, but it's not something that's impossible to rewrite. If I wanted to, I could return the totally old school PvP system, all of it. Anything is possible, or just make war mode to where it's not as dangerous to have it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So Agro was alright. Let me see what Agro said. It's the first fission or fusion reactor. Have you heard anything about? Because it's either or is the way of generating energy that they've been working on for a very long time. Fusion, it is.
Yeah, because isn't fission how they've been doing it?
Maybe, yeah, that might be it. Always getting mixed.
So where is this?
Where is it, Agro? He might know, actually. Because there's a lot of... See? So, tell me, what do people talk about energy over there? And what's the chatter?
Oh, over here?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people are, like... And I hate it. I hate this. But they are very, like, against nuclear power plants. You know, because they see them as being dangers and, like, you know, shit like that. And they don't think that it's as cheap as it is, right? That's the most efficient energy we can get, period.
Dude, exactly. Like, didn't just one dude reportedly, like, nobody died in Fukushima, right? People think, like, oh my god, Fukushima and fucking Chernobyl, but, like, nobody died in Fukushima, but a dude, like, 20 years after in lung cancer. That could have been any... People get lung cancer. It's normal.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you can't even connect it to...
Yeah, and, like, the thing, too, is, like, we don't have to use we could use thorium instead of using, like, plutonium, but governments like to use plutonium because it can be weaponized as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, we don't like to use thorium because it can't be weaponized. You know, like, and it's I think thorium is only alpha particles. It's not gamma particles, which is the most dangerous. Alpha is the least dangerous.
Yeah, and yeah, so it's fission, right? Right. The current nuclear power is fission, and what they're trying to work on is fusion.
Yeah, and Fukushima was just really, you know, sort of a freak accident. It's sort of just because a tsunami hit Fukushima that people had to evacuate and they couldn't monitor it. You know, like, people were already evacuating because of the tsunami. If people would have stayed, they would have died because of the tsunami, not because of radiation.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know, people only remember that. They don't have any data on how much energy you can produce with whatever amount of whatever type of chemicals, right? And chemistry. They're just thinking about all the bad things that it came from nuclear fission. Is it called nuclear fission? Is that the right term to say?
Fission, yeah.
Fission. Wait, fission? I'm fission. Fission. All right.
Just imagine there's like two Z's there.
Got blurry fission.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Fission. Yeah. But it is. People remember the bad shit that happened. Chernobyl, Fukushima. People died in Chernobyl. That's known. But it wasn't. Yeah. It could have been prevented, right? But they were like, nothing's going on here. Right?
Yeah. No, it's because they didn't follow their own safety protocols they had written. You know, it's because they were ignoring all that. And they were like, nope, you know, we're not doing that. You know, it was a culmination of like 6 different things that they didn't do, that they themselves had written, that was, you know, supposed to be done, and they just ignored it.
Oh yeah, exactly. And so people somehow miss that, and they just have this idea like nuclear. You know what I think when I hear nuclear? Still, I think of that yellow sign with the dark.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And
The exclamation point or whatever, or the 3 half circles.
Yeah, exactly. And it spells death to me. And I know the truth about nuclear fusion. So I'm not like thinking it's like, I mean, fission. So yeah. But, you know, I don't think anything bad about it, but I can imagine that's the case for a lot. Plus, in movies, it's always like, it's the villain of the movie, right? Like,
yeah. No, and I think it's so easy to demonize, but you got to think, over the course of 40 years, we've had 2 major accidents. How many oil rigs have fucking blown up? And we almost never hear about it, even when they're fucking happening.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, I feel like I've heard about like fucking 10,000 oil rigs exploding. I could, you probably don't even hear about 90% of them happening, but you've still heard of enough that it's pretty frequent, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and not to mention how many just spew oil into the sea, how many people get killed on those rigs every year. Oh, they take more lives than they fucking, I don't know, than fucking nuclear power ever has.
Yeah, and I remember...
Nobody talks about that.
Exactly. I remember a dude from Outcast who's from Canada. He used to work on an oil rig, and he was like doing some underwater welding, and they would pay him tens of thousands.
Most dangerous job there is, yeah.
Yeah, in a week. He'd do like a week a month, right? That's all he worked. Because he was making, he could have worked a week a year, right? If he wanted to, but he chose to work a week a month because he was making insane, like tens of thousands per week. It was insane, but it's dangerous apparently.
It is, yeah, because not only, so you have to depressurize. So if you spend a week down there, you have to depressurize in a tank for an additional week to get your blood saturation, back where it's supposed to be, and your oxygen saturation where it's supposed to be, because at deeper depths, I guess it fucks with you more.
Right. Is that what he was probably doing? He actually had to stay there. I thought, dude.
Yeah, because they have to replace all the nitrogen in the air with helium. So those people are just breathing in helium. They're talking like fucking,
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, exactly. The whole time. But they have to do that because nitrogen at those depths will just boil in your blood. And then they have to bring them back up inside of a pressurized tank and then slowly reintroduce nitrogen to them. And then also, so when you're welding underwater, I forget what it's called, but you can basically breach the hull and create a vacuum inside of whatever you're welding on, and then it will just suck you through, bones and all. And you never know when it's going to happen. It's not like there's any warning signs. It just happens.
That is so insane, man. Oh, fuck. How do you even know that?
Because I wanted to be an underwater welder. Because I'm a welder. I used to do maintenance. Yeah. And I was like, man, that's one of the best paying jobs. And then I looked into it, and I'm like, the risks versus the rewards. Sure, my family would be set for life if I died, but I don't think I'd live for very long.
Yeah.
If something bad happened.
Yeah, man. Holy shit. Because in my head, I was thinking, alright, you're on an oil rig, you put on a wetsuit and some sort of welding gear, and you dive down 20 meters and weld. I'm like, oh man, that is actually hardcore. Now it makes sense. I was like, whoa, that pays a lot. Okay, it's dangerous, I get it. You're underwater welding next to oil. But what you just said makes total sense why they would. They should probably be paid even more than that.
Yeah, they should. They should be paid Wall Street level. Because there's so many stories of guys just going down there. They go in groups, and somebody will look back 1 second, their buddy's there, and then they look back and he's just fucking gone. And, it's just because of one of those fucking, vacuum holes opened up.
Yeah, that is insane. So, was there anything else? Did you actually apply for a job like that, or were you just like, fuck this, man? Like, this does not sound good.
Yeah, no, so like I looked at a couple job listings, and then I'm like, well, people say this is the most dangerous job. I should probably look into why people say that, And then, yeah, there was that. And it was just like sometimes, like some fucking idiot would open the decompression tank up before it fully decompressed. So he just killed like everybody inside of that capsule. That happens a lot, and I just can't. I can't put my life into other people's hands like that. I don't trust people. I don't.
I have exactly the same thing. I am even worried about, like, when I was there and we were, the guy who drove us around was a guy called Jake. And I was truly, like, terrified anytime I was in a car where he was basically, my life was in his hands, right?
Yeah. And yeah, well, I mean, you were right to think that way. Look at what he did to Chris, Totally. Like an entire car was parked on Chris because, he ran a red light.
Yeah, exactly. And that was, the scariest part is that was right around the time when I was there, right? Like, it was...
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe it wasn't the same summer, but it was like a year after. But
yeah, it wasn't very long after, because I think, I had just moved out of the house that you had visited, and then I had moved into, my parents for a summer. Because my ex got the house and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is crazy, because I could tell, like, I could just tell, like, something about his driving was off. It wasn't, he wasn't coherent, he wasn't making smart decisions. Like, I don't know, tell me, is this a thing that people actually do? Because anytime he went over an intersection, he would, instead of slowing down, looking left, looking right, his idea was to look straight and speed up to avoid accidents. Because in here, we slow down, you look right, you look left, you look right again, and you fucking look left again if you want to be sure, and then you go over.
Exactly. I'm a very defensive driver. Like, I'm always looking for people, and then I just I don't hesitate to slow down and just get out of people's way if they just, like, because obviously they want it more than, I'm not an aggressive driver, because I'd rather keep my fucking life. And he's like that, He saw a car coming through a fucking intersection, and he just, kept fucking going, drunk as hell. This is what he does. He's been in more accidents than anybody I know. He's totaled a total of like 14 cars.
Yeah, because you know what I called him right before I got there? I called him the vehicular animal slaughterer. Because Chris told me that he ran over like animals or dogs or whatever.
So, I used to get a ride home from this guy named Matt Little, like at my job. 4 days in a row, this motherfucker hit either a raccoon, a possum, or a rabbit. Like, each one of the fucking days. Same spot in the fucking, it was fucked up. 4 days in a row. And then I didn't ride with him after that. Dude, how many fucking thousands of animals have you killed?
Like, what's his bumper look like? A fucking massacre?
I will give him this. It was just extremely bad luck, though, because it was always the same spot, and it was always because I'm not one of those people who never pays attention to the road. I always have to, I'll never look at the passenger to talk, but this guy was one of those people. And every time he looked over to me to talk, he would fucking hit an animal every goddamn time.
Dude, that's a good point. I think about that all the time. Like, if I talk to you and I'm driving, I don't want to fucking look at you, man. There's no point in that. I'm going to look at the road because that's where I want to stay. I don't care about looking at you, man. I'm trying to keep us alive.
Yeah, eye contact means very little to me when I'm driving or doing anything, really. Like, if I'm in the middle of a task, I can't, and it's like my grandpa said. He said, I don't care if there's a bee stinging you in your fucking eyes. You keep your eyes open and on the goddamn road. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I remember this guy, he was like my uncle when I was a little kid, and Measles just said he sent a picture on Discord where he was literally playing Outcast off a screen in his car. He didn't want to miss out the EXP raid, man. He's the fucking man, though. That looked crazy. I've never ever seen anybody play Outcast in their car in the center console screen, man. He's doing, but he can do it. He's a genius, dude. That guy is a 100% genius. It was YouTube. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, dude. But if you got YouTube in your car, you're, I'll give you 5 years, man. Top. 5 years to live?
Yeah. You got 5 years, dude. Oh, man. Because I swear if I was like... I've had that sometimes. Like, I noticed, like, if there's a situation where something's happened, like something bad has happened, and I hop behind the wheel, I can't focus. Like, my mind is occupied somewhere else, even if my eyes are on the road. And that's when I've been the most accident prone. After something major happened and I had to get on the wheel, and I could have hit anybody at that point.
Yeah.
But
usually I'm just distracted and like nerve wracked and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like if you were playing old Tibia and a level 15 came up to your level, 10 and started hitting you with HMM, you couldn't drive for the rest of the day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I couldn't even hold on to my fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I've only seen it in the movies, I gotta admit. Nobody ever gave me head in the car. It's probably for the best. I would not be alive.
My girl usually drives, so that'd be awkward if she was giving me head and driving.
Yeah, dude. That's the most fucked up thing I've ever heard, man.
I tell her to do it all the time. She won't, though.
Yeah.
Like, come on, nobody's looking.
Just do it.
Yeah, nobody's gonna get hurt. I'll grab the wheel. You work the pedals. Teamwork.
Teamwork. But plus, I mean, the timing's been kind of impeccable with that, though. Like, as screens have gotten larger and more interactive in cars, so have, like, the automatic artificial intelligence driving
the detection systems and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, in my car, if I, like, don't keep... If I'm talking to myself in the car when I'm driving, and I don't keep my hands on the wheel, the car will like alert me, like, keep your hands on the wheel, or if it'll automatically steer back on the lane if I'm accidentally not staying on the lane.
Yeah. See, now we just need to get rid of that fucking steering wheel and hook up a keyboard and mouse, and then it'll all be great.
Yeah, dude. So that's the thing. In Rally, like WRC, do you know what Rally is?
No, what's Rally?
Rally is like, you don't know what's rally. Do people know what rally
Like to rally on location?
is? No, they're fucking rally, man. How do you not know the rally? It's W. It's like they drive in the woods super fast.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what is it
don't
like
know
a
the rally?
four-wheel? Is like four-wheeling, like mudding kind of thing?
No. Like they drive like 250 kilometers per hour in the middle of the woods.
No,
You don't know.
I don't know what that is. That's hella illegal here and dangerous. Yeah, because we have like lines, all like people will put clotheslines and stuff like that on. All right, now I got 2 videos to watch. Agro sent me one of a nuclear reactor too.
We're watching rally and nuclear fish.
Yeah, so many different subjects.
Yeah, maybe watch the one about fishing so we can talk about something constructive for this
Yeah.
planet.
Something to make us sound smart. I'm
Yeah.
gonna check out this rally and though, because I've. Oh. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's definitely bigger in the EU, because I have seen it before, but I forgot it was a thing. Because, like, here we have NASCAR, and that's, like, it. We're not very cool.
Yeah. We always in here we laugh about NASCAR, like, why are they driving around a circle?
Yeah, no shit, dude. It's so boring compared to what you guys do. Like, NASCAR here, fucking huge, and it's literally all they do is laps in a fucking circle. Like, what those people do rallying is actually a skill. You're driving through the woods.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's much more hectic terrain. It's not a paved track.
Yeah. It is. They're crazy. They're crazy. But dude, NASCAR is not without danger either. I've seen those crashes. They're crazy.
Oh, yeah, for real. It is, but I don't know. It is just it's sort of dumb to get fucking 100,000 people to come watch that, right?
Yeah.
And it's also like the most dangerous spectator sport, because for spectators, they have the added danger of a car coming up and killing them.
Yeah. You know what the other thing in rally is? People, in NASCAR, you got a seat where you sit. In rally, people are like, they're just standing somewhere in the woods, man, and then they get fucking hit. That happens all the time.
No shit.
Yeah, man. They watch the rally from the dumbest places, like from within like a turn, from the inner part of the turn.
Oh my god.
Or the outer part. But
either would just be bad, especially at those speeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check this nuclear fission thing.
Yeah, maybe you should watch it and you tell me what to think of. Because if you go to this teleport, you're just gonna die.
$22 billion, and they're trying to replicate what happens inside of the sun.
That sounds like the beginning at the end.
It does. Dude, and if you saw this, I'll send you the video, but if you see this thing, like the inside of this whole fucking facility, it's truly impressive. Looks sterile as hell, huge as fuck, and just expensive.
Is it the video that's named "We Went Inside the Largest Nuclear Fusion Reactor"? All right, I'm about to watch. People, somebody blocked the quest. I'll just AFK here. Do I have to listen to what they're saying?
There's subtitles on it.
So is fusion at this point something that we can do, and it's just they're preparing it. So it's figured out. Is that what this is?
Theoretically, it's figured out. Like it hasn't been proven yet. But theoretically, it works. And if it fails, that'd be a huge fucking failure. But yeah, it is extremely like bioefficient, and like the amount you put in versus like the amount of energy you get out, there's nothing that can beat that.
So isn't that basically infinite energy? As long as you don't run out of resources, you generate more than you put in. Is that the thing?
Kinda. Like we won't get infinite energy. There's a finite amount of matter in the universe, so we won't be able to do it forever. But the universe won't last as long. Like if we start using this, that's like the way to get rid of like just carbon emissions altogether.
Oh,
we could start building facilities like this, and facility like that could probably power an entire country,
or
small
the world,
country.
Right?
Yeah,
maybe the world even, right? So, oh man, that would definitely change things. It would take poverty out of the whole world in a major way, right? If you can generate that much energy and spread it everywhere, we could probably by how the technology gets smaller. Computers used to be the size of a house. Now they're these tiny things we hold in our hands and talk to them, and they answer and give us things. So fucking like that's where it ends up. Then your car has a fucking fusion motor, right? And
I don't know if we'll be able to make them that small, but we could probably
eventually,
have electric.
Right? Like given enough time, I'm sure like some sort of miniature fusion reactor could be implemented, right?
Yeah, probably. Either that or we just use electric vehicles that we plug in, and they're, based off that. Right? Because somebody was going to make a fission powered, I forget what it was. There was like a fission powered laptop, and they quickly shut it down because they're like, we don't want people to have mini nuclear reactors. Because it's just dangerous. Somebody will try to take it apart and fucking kill people.
Yeah, like it would have to be at a point where, that's just not gonna happen. But eventually I think it could happen where it's safe enough. But I think think about the travel then. If you got a fusion motor or a rocket or a fusion powered movement in your spaceship, like obviously there's limits as to fast you can travel if you're a physical organism like a human being, because it'll destroy your body if you accelerate too fast. And if you how do you stop from some super like half the speed of light, and how do you stop? It takes forever to stop and accelerate. Did that even if you had the power, and it's just there's a lot of possibilities though, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I do love the thing, if you accelerated at the speed of light and didn't fucking die instantly, you could actually for a moment see the back of your head.
Really?
Yeah, because
In the acceleration phase?
Yeah, in the acceleration phase, you'd be able to see the back of your head, just because of the way that like light particles move and stuff. I don't fully understand it, but my physics teacher was really happy to explain it when I took physics.
Yeah, so we just coined that term. Remember this: the acceleration phase. Think of it. You see your own face. That's called the acceleration phase.
The acceleration phase. Hell yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know if you could, maybe because photons travel to your eyes and you process whatever you see and they go at the speed of light because they don't have a mass, and if you can travel at that, but actually nothing can travel at the speed of light that has a mass, right? Like the only thing that can travel with a speed of light is a photon because it doesn't weigh anything. So if you got weight, you're not going to be able to travel as fast as a photon. I
thought photons could, and also thetans. I could be wrong, but I thought thetans also didn't have mass.
Maybe. So I don't know about that. That's totally possible. But yeah, maybe it is something about that. But have you ever thought about it or looked into the whole thing? Like the faster you travel, like if people are on Earth, you stay here right now and I'll hop on my fucking fusion powered spaceship, right? And I travel even half speed of light, right? And I go there, I stay there in my time. I got my own watch, right? That says I've been there for 2 years now, traveling ahead. Then your time relative to mine will be different. So you'd be like 50 years older when I just experienced like 2 years. And you'd have on Earth been through 50 years because time is relative.
Yeah. Well, I think, isn't it like you experience time in the same way, but the mechanical process of time is affected differently. Like your body would stay younger, but you were fully aware for like the 15 years, but like clocks move slower.
No, everybody has their own clock, and the speed at which imagine all of us right now, Agro, Ludak, Batman doesn't have a clock. He just got a fucking digital dick on his hand. But we all got our own watches, right? Imagine just like figuratively, right? So the faster you move through space affects the speed of your watch and your biological being relative to anybody else. So if you got two planes going extremely fast around the planet in different directions, not the same, but the different directions, and from the moment that they start doing that, like going extremely fast around the Earth, and you start an atomic clock, and then you stop it, they'll be different because they went through space at different speeds in different directions, so they experience time time differently. So in the same way, like if you did indeed go and travel to space at half the speed of light and for 2 years, you would not just experience 2 years, right? But everybody else relative to you on planet Earth, because you're moving through space and time around the same speed, because we're all sitting on this planet, right? They would have gotten older, like 50 years old, which is crazy, right? So that's how it basically works.
All right, no, I was explained it wrong, because I thought like you still experience time in the same way, but that makes sense that you don't. You experience time as time, and time is relative to whatever you're inside.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you gotta think about space. Like when people talk about wormholes, you think of going straight, right? But any object in space that has mass pulls space into itself, basically. That's what gravity is. Like gravity is you pulling like a massive object like planet Earth. It's curving the space around it. Because it has mass, right? So you actually never travel directly, but you're always going through these curves and the curvature of the space. And so that's what a wormhole is. Like, you can't skip. You always got to follow the path, right? You got to follow the path. You can't skip it. You can't jump. You can't teleport, right? But a wormhole would be something that if you're like going around, imagine like there's the Earth and it pulls the space with its gravity, right? And it makes it curved. Like there's a path, but it's curved. If you're able to jump from the other end of the curve to the other end, the from the beginning of the curve to the end of the curve, that'd be the wormhole. So you're like able to skip the long path and take like a shortcut. I don't know if that made any sense.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are confused, but I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Because that also alters time, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would definitely alter time. That's essentially like... Do you know what a black hole is? It's like, you know how on Earth... You're standing on Earth, right? It's a massive object, and any object has... The bigger the mass, the bigger the gravity pull is towards it, right? So on Earth, when you're standing on Earth, you jump up. Gravity pulls you down, right?
Yeah.
So a black hole is just simply an object that became so heavy that it collapsed into itself. And it's so heavy that, you can't jump up in there, and not even the massless photon, which is light, can go up from it. It's just everything that exists gets pulled into it. Nothing is able to jump up, get up from it. That's how strong the gravity of a black hole is.
Yeah, not even light, And the event horizon of a, if you could actually look at it, like say somebody got sucked into it, you would be able to see an image of yourself in the event horizon being stretched for about 300 years.
Yeah, you would basically, the term for that is spaghettify. You would spaghettify. That's the official term for it.
Yeah, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love scientists. Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck is this, man? Let's call it the spaghettify. Yeah,
I love how you're like, there's a scientific term for that, and then you came out with like the least scientific term, so it sounded fake immediately. I was like, he's bullshit.
Yeah, man. And there is something like, I always think about this because in here lately it hasn't been a lot of clouds, because it's just I don't know where the clouds are at. I wish I did, but when I go outside and I look at the stars, I get this like feeling, like I start wondering, what is there? How far is it? It puts me back, like it humbles you. It kind of makes you think like, oh, you're just a little tiny human being, right? But at the same time, you're curious, right? So I think like that curiosity that you have towards stars or anything, that's why we're building it. Eventually we'll get there. We're literally going to get to the fucking stars, because that's what we've been curious about since we built the pyramids, since we lived in mud huts. We looked at the skies and we wondered what's there. Nobody ever stops wondering, right? Like, you'll always keep on wondering, being curious. Hopefully that's what drives people forward and creating all these crazy things and moving out of this planet into the next planet and spreading the fucking human DNA all around. Because I don't think like if you stay on planet Earth forever, you're gonna survive. It's whatever happened to the dinosaurs and the beings before them, if there were any, is gonna happen to us. Some sort of catastrophic event will most likely happen. So we gotta get the fuck out, or at least spread people elsewhere as well in time.
Well, isn't what took out the dinosaurs just evolution? Didn't they come up with that recently? Like within the last 20 years, they're like, look, like basically they just got evolved out.
Really? Okay, I have not heard that. I've still been under the assumption that there was like a major catastrophic event
that
made them extinct.
there were a few, but there was no singular thing. Like, stuff got wiped out all over the place. But um, I forget what the National Geographic or like Discovery Channel show was called, but basically it was like what we were before we were us, before we were human, before we were monkeys, and they just go through systematically. I'm sorry if anybody's Christian and doesn't like this, but it happened. Uh, like, and they just go through our fossil records of what we were previously, and we were like fucking dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah, and those events wiped part of us out, and if they hadn't wiped part of us out, we wouldn't be here. To think about how crazy that is. These small events, like a random rock on the sky hit the earth, and it changed everything. And that because that little thing happened, and these millions and trillions of things happened, we're here. And if they'd gone differently in any way, that would mean we wouldn't be here, right?
Yeah, because like Homo erectus, I believe, was our ancestor, but Australopithecus, almost exactly the same as Homo erectus. Fucking, we killed them out,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it could have just as easily been us, that they killed. But, I guess we were better with tools.
Exactly. Plus, imagine if you stay on planet Earth long enough, you will get hit, right? Something bad will happen. The climate's going to change too much to where your species is not going to be able to adapt to the changes, or something's going to hit the planet and you're not going to be able to adapt. So
or somebody fucks a pangolin and like fucking gives everybody COVID and kills us off.
Yeah, everybody gets fucking monkeypox.
Yeah, that's a big thing in California, I guess.
Really? But is that because they're butt fucking?
Yeah. Okay, so the thing that they're saying is, like the gay communities are more likely to cheat on each other. They're a lot freer with just having sex with random individuals, and that's why it's spreading the way that it is.
Okay, that makes sense. So is there an actual outbreak in California right now?
There was like a huge one. I don't know if it's still going around, but it's basically because people just won't avoid close contact, But yeah, that's the biggest outbreak we had in the U.S. was in San Francisco.
Right. Yeah. Isn't San Francisco all fucked up? That's what I've always heard. Like it just went from like this tech city into this overly crazy place where there's no rules. Or is that California, Los Angeles? Probably both.
Yeah, probably both. No, Los Angeles is known for being. San Francisco is known for being like the gay capital of the United States. And, honestly, it's a nice city. Property value there is more expensive than anywhere else, ironically.
Yeah.
But, it's actually like, they got really nice food and shit like that. Gay people know how to cook, I guess. Don't want to get banned off Twitch, Yeah. We're not being homophobic, We're just trying to state facts here. If anybody correct us if we're wrong.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, we gotta roll it back, man. God created the earth. What else?
Yeah, nothing. That happened 2,000 years ago, and that's it.
Yep, that's true. I believe.
Yeah, that tracks. Not with the fossil record or anything, but
with the book, right?
Yeah, with the book. I believe, a piece of paper. And the thing that kills me too is I used to work with like Christians who didn't believe in, like evolution. They thought like it was a trick, like by God put there to deceive people. Like why? it's really elaborate just to fucking, fuck with people for, even him. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too far-fetched for me. Maybe they're right though. I don't know.
Yeah. No, we're not making fun of religion though. No,
we're not. No, I mean, I really don't know, like anything.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, when I talk, I'll just be honest. Like, I don't know what the truth is. I'm just telling you what I believe. I'm not trying to tell you what you should believe. You can believe in anything. I think, like, if you believe any way to live can be a fun way to have a good time and live, right? Yeah, but I do laugh. If you tell me that the Earth, oh yeah, I agree. If you tell me that the Earth the humans have existed only for 2,000 years, I'll laugh. I will laugh because I think there's real scientific evidence that is not true. I will laugh, but I don't. If you want to believe in that, I'm not gonna like. You can still be a very smart person. Listen. If you teach, listen, I'm not saying this is you. I just want to be clear. But if you teach a very smart person a wrong or stupid thing, then they become a professional at that wrong or stupid thing. And they're still smart. It can happen.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, like even with the flat earth theory, not something I personally believe. Jake is a flat earther. And they come up with some stuff that sounds good at first, but I think there's facts that actual, but I don't know, I'm not a scientist. I work on fucking pools for a living, I guess.
Yeah, soon in future.
Soon. Yeah, if I get the job.
Yeah, but like for real though, like I don't have any. I'm not mad, dude. If you believe in like
Indra's right. He said they said the Earth is flat and Earth Tibia is Earth. So I believe that. That tracks.
Like we believe. Like let me tell you something. How many people believe this is real? We're all here doing this, whatever this is. This is much worse than reading the Bible, right? Like, we're taking it seriously enough to where we're here, right? I'm clicking these buttons, moving this character, even though it's just an illusion. When you're playing this game, you're really just interacting with this database that's called the Outcast server, and there's what happened, dude? I switched client. What the fuck am I doing, man? I'm on the wrong character here. So, what was I saying? Yeah. A game is, think about what a game is. It's just you interacting with a database, but in between that database and you interacting with the numbers, the level, the name, is this animation. This character moving its feet, these monsters moving its feet. It's just, that's what it is. It's all an illusion. And the world that we see is an illusion as well. It doesn't really look like it. It's just how we perceive it because we're humans and we got our brain, we got eyes, and we read the spectrum of light differently. There's bats, there's fucking fish. They don't experience the world like we do. And their experience isn't wrong. It's just different.
Yeah, no, and you actually bring up like several good points in saying stuff like that because the fact of the matter is like bananas aren't yellow. We know this because bananas are blue. They just only absorb yellow light. So that's what reflects back to us. So we perceive, what we perceive is actually entirely wrong.
Interesting. That is a case in point, if I may say. Like,
And how do we know that like your blue isn't my red? There's no way that you could describe to me in any way what red is, other than describing what is red. And then I would just be like, yeah, but in reality, the cones in your eyes could actually perceive them to be blue or, whatever.
Exactly. And you'd still call that thing red because red is just a word to describe something that you see or know, right?
Yeah, and then things get really abstract from there. Like, what is anything?
Yeah. And now Batman closed the street. Yeah, shit got too abstract, man. But no, wasn't that a point though? Like, I didn't insult anybody. Oh fuck.
Yeah, no, we're not trying to insult. We're just talking about what we believe, what we've heard. Everything's just experiences, This is my church.
Yeah. Like, I don't. Again, like, anybody's free to think what they want. I just got my way to think. You got your way to think. We all got our way to think. The fish see how they see. We see how we see. The bat sense how they sense. The dog senses how it senses. It's all different. And it varies between human to human, animal to animal. Everybody, it's just neurons firing, man. It's just electrochemical impulses happening in your brain. Like, that's all it is, man. That's all thoughts are. I always think about that when people say bad things to me. Sometimes it's like, can be gut wrenching, and I'll be like, man, why is this guy saying it? But like, really, like, how are you even controlling your thoughts? Your thoughts are appearing. Think about it. Your thought is created through an electrochemical impulse, right? And there is no. You don't choose to create it. It's created, and only after it's created, you're aware of it and you say it, right? So, what is creating your thought? It's autonomous. You don't choose to create a thought. It's created before you're aware of it, and only then you're aware of it. So I'm not even worried, because that just proves the fact to me. When, at least for me, when I've looked into the brain, looked into the body, what is a thought? How do you think? Where do thoughts arise from? You realize, like, it's not something people choose. They don't choose, I'm gonna think this, and then they think it. It happens before thinking, before they're even aware of it, and that's autonomous. That's automatic. You can't really judge somebody for their thoughts because of that, right? It's just the way their body's built, their brain's wired, the whole organism that they are produces these thoughts. I don't get mad at that. I do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Did that make sense?
Yeah, you'll get mad in the moment, but like, I don't know. Crafty brought up a good point, and not to delve too deep into the drugs conversation again, but every time you speak like this, it's like, we're on LSD.
Right, dude. Fucking Hoffman gave us the best shit.
Because that is sort of the mindset that you go through when you're on that. You break things down to, just like the basis of whatever you can.
Yeah, like, as you go as deep as you can, right? Like, yeah, maybe going as deep as you can isn't always smart, right? Like, you'll just end up thinking. You'll just end up in this rabbit hole where you spaghettify through, and then you watch yourself spaghettify through it for 300 years, right? And you never get anywhere because it's 300 years of thinking. So you gotta take action as well and do things.
Maybe lion's mane does work. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, maybe, dude. Maybe.
Just takes a while to kick in.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Indra, it works, man. Lion's mane works.
Yeah, just let us know if you see any fractals or anything.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta hop off though. My girl's home.
All right, yeah, I'm about to hop off soon as well. Yeah,
All right, I'll take it easy.
Yeah, you too, man. This was a good stream.
It was fun. I liked it. I learned a lot.
For sure, man. Good shit.
All right, peace.
Peace. Did I nerf Novak? No, I didn't. I haven't done anything. No. Is Novak losing his power? Is he becoming weaker, man? The dark powers are disappearing. Hey, Crafty, we might want to call it quits soon, right? Like, we've been doing it for a nice while. Yeah, this is a massacre for sure. We're on a good old massacre. Hey, how many monsters, Crafty? Could you hit me up with the info? Yeah, maybe we call it quits now. This is getting... We're going crazy out here, man. This is probably one of the most insane questing sessions we've ever done. But we hit some good points here. And bad points for sure. I agree. We probably looked at things the wrong way, the right way, in every way, man. There's no... Yeah. Okay, 10% more. All Yeah, I'm just out here in the northwest corner of the spot, blocking these monsters alone. We're good though, we're good. Does anybody know how long we've streamed? I don't. I feel like we've been doing a pretty long session. It's been a pretty lengthy session. 2 hours. Yeah, not too much. But I don't understand how there's people that can stream 8 hours a day. Like, dude, uptime ain't gonna. Dude, this is gonna tell you how long I've been streaming all kinds of recordings and fucking non-live videos. I don't think I restarted the stream. Yeah, I've just let it run. I went from reruns and recordings to basically live straight off the bat. This was a nice session. Yo, Crony, how many levels did you get? Because you're still 600. I swear I seen you as 800 just a moment ago in here. It's like you lost levels. I hope that didn't happen. Nice. That's a sweet amount of level. So this isn't a quest. We're not doing a quest. We're just getting EXP, man. This is called a hard mode hunting session. So this is very special. I gotta explain to everybody that doesn't know. This is a very special session. Like, if you, these things are like once in a lifetime. You know, if your lifetime is of a fucking fly, so that's once in a lifetime. But yeah, no, like maybe once a year, maybe 2 times a year, we do something like this. And you know, we just do it randomly. We don't announce it. It just happens naturally. It was good for sure. We hit some good subjects as well, man. Me and Blow Me went hard, but we also probably looked at things in the like we talked like in the wrong way as well. We looked at things in every possible way, man. The right, the wrong, the good, the bad. Can't always get it right, man. Can't always get it right. But we try. I try. I swear I try. I'll try to be as objective, as unbiased as I can with anything, you know? Yeah, dude. We injected some sort of fucking outer world machine elf word formed thing straight into your consciousness through the microphone. I'll let it rip, man. Sometimes I do go hard at it without a filter, right? Like I just let it rip, and whatever there is on my mind, it goes through the microphone and spreads across everybody's ears who's tuned in, you know? And that's a fun way to do it, man. That's how I like it, man. I could not, like, that's the thing I think, like, imagine if you were, like, the host of a radio show. You'd be so limited as to what you can say, and you'd have to stick to the subject, and that's why I enjoy Outcast as well. There's no script. Ain't nobody telling me what to do. Although people suggest things, and I take all suggestions seriously, and I follow them, and I work on things that people tell me I should work on, for sure. But there's no script I have to follow day to day. I get to follow my inspirations, motivations, ideas, creativity, and that's why I'm still here, man. I'll always, fucking 18 years and run it, man. Another 18, no problem. Another 18 after that, let me see how old I'd be. Fucking 60, 70, 80, I don't even know, man. But I'll still be running it, for sure, for sure. But that's the crazy part. I don't know what Outcast is gonna look then. Like, what the fuck is gonna happen? In 20 years, what's this game gonna look like? Are we gonna play it with like glasses on and still talk shit in the depot, chat and help? I don't even know, man. Because at a certain point, you can't be left behind, right? Like, you gotta follow the future and follow. And yeah, we'll be running EXP Graves in 2006. Yeah, but sometimes, you know, there's times when I'm low energy, when I've had a bad day, maybe some shit's gone down, and I'm not just, you know, I can't get the mode on, so I'm just talking like dumb shit sometimes, or nothing that really matters at all. So, but you know, most of the time it's good. It's good. I feel good, and everybody's awesome, and we're just having a good time. But there's times too when you can tell probably from the stream that it's like, you know, something's going on. But most of the time, it's good. It's fun. I'll let it flow. Yeah, this area is called the Dunes of Darkness. So you have to go into the Desert of Zenith, this massive area, this desert area where King Zenith gave Queen Zenith this area, and you got to find out all the hidden graves and sarcophaguses and all them hidden things, and then you get to the final place. You got to talk to Queen Zenith. It's a whole thing you got to do. Most high levels even haven't fully done it, right? They're missing like a grave or two because they can't find it. You also got to kill ancient shamans, right? And you got to loot these fernot sacks, right? I came up with this a long time ago, so excuse my language, but they're called the fernot sacks. And you got to loot them, and then you get to move past to a certain other area, you know, that's deeper and has more graves, and you get to finalize the whole quest. And then if you find all the graves and complete the quest, you get to come here to the Dunes of Darkness. So this is just like a high level hunting place. It's a whole thing. There's so much content, so many crazy things people would not even believe. Yeah, there's a checkpoint down south, but I've made it so you cannot activate it unless you've done the quest. So this is one of the places where you, even if I teleport you next to the checkpoint, there's no way you can get it. No way. Alright, we're 3% to go, man. So we're probably gonna get like 300% EXP still. But yeah, we're good. We're a crafty auto party join. Is that the next step? We can invite people to party and they automatically join the party. I could do that. I can easily do that. Yeah. Yeah, the Crafty said 3% to go, so I'll translate that to 3% to go, man. I believe he knows what's up. Oh shit, man, I died right at the end. Alright, where? South? Yeah. Got to go south. dude, the loot rate in some monsters is like 1 in 100,000. Like, some rares got 1 in 100,000, 1 in 50,000. There's a map bug right there. Gotta fix it. So yeah, this ain't nothing, dude. We didn't even, we're not supposed to loot anything during this session. I swear. I'm surprised we even looted 2 things, right? Red ruby ring, that's crazy, man. Holy shit. I wonder who got it. I hope somebody got it, though. People deserve to take. So I'm glad we looted some. Alright, Crafty, tell everybody to get here and stay next to each other. Yeah, we need a group. Dude, tell everybody to gather around me so you hit them with points. Yeah, yeah, we literally finished it and we're about to give the points. Still streaming. All right, saying the screen, people. All right, got it. 300 outcast tokens for everybody.